And of course it's fun to play all these old instruments, and I do that as much as I can because mainly it's the mojo. We are in the Minor Museum of Vintage, Exotic, and Just Plain Unusual Musical Instruments.
So how did you get into all this anyway?
I was a guitar player like everyone else, learned guitar as a kid, played the Monkees. I loved that, all that, Beatles, and then started to get into more instrumental music, with Leo Kottke and Chet Atkins or whoever, Django, maybe in a late high school era. And then after that, I needed the idea of different sounds. And I also vividly remember finding the Anthony Baines book about musical instruments in museums. And that was in our high school library. And that had images of harp lutes and exotic lyre guitars and you name it, that it was like a fantasy thing. And even in high school, going to my guitar lesson in downtown on Michigan Avenue there in Chicago, and walking upstairs to the guitar gallery, and behind the counter is a black Gibson harp guitar. And as a high schooler, you're playing rock and roll and all that, and you look at this thing and you don't know the history yet about any of this, so you just think it's this crazy one-off experiment. And it's not even a real instrument. It's just crazy, invention, and it's some unique display that they have. But once you realize that they're out there, and that they can make music again. Of course, everything was beyond my price range for quite some time, but I learned more about it. And the more you learn, the more you get into it. It is fun to play an original instrument that has the history. It's just embedded in the grain of the very pores of the wood. And we all know that. You can sense that, you can feel that, you can hear it. So that's always exciting for me.
Hi there, Matt Redman here. It was fantastic to go to California again to visit Greg and the Minor Museum. You can view the full photo inventory at minormusic.com, where you can also be linked to Greg's many albums on Bandcamp. Please visit harpguitars.net and the blog there, seminal website, and finally follow Harp Guitars on Instagram. Thanks for watching.